Just minutes ago, we got this video that shows you what happens, how it unfolds. It was all caught on security camera.
Step out of the car.
No, it's not like that.
Step out of the car, bro.
Sometimes, when criminals mess with kids, they end up getting more than what they can handle.
You're watching what authorities say is the attempted kidnapping of a 6-year-old little girl.
In today's video, I'll reveal shocking stories of people who underestimated the strength and smarts of kids only to get a taste of their own medicine. Saving your family. In a frightening home invasion caught on video, a 5-year-old boy bravely protected his family using only toy trucks. The terrifying ordeal peaked when 4 men, 3 of them armed, forcefully entered through the kitchen door and demanded entry. Tamikia Reed, who was ironing at the time, recalled her shock at the intruders breaking in. As if on instinct, her son David sprang into action, hurling toy trucks at the armed suspects. Photos clearly show how perilous the situation was as young David stood between the thieves and his family, displaying incredible bravery despite the danger he faced. Young guardians of siblings. A kidnapper was caught on camera running down the street with a 2-year-old taken from a playground. Right behind him were the toddler's 8-year-old sister and 10-year-old brother screaming for help as they chased him down. These kids showed amazing bravery. Most kids their age would be terrified, but not these two. We see the little sister running after the kidnapper, keeping an eye on her brother. Behind her, the older brother rushes with the toddler's stroller, following his siblings. Their cries for help grabbed the attention of nearby people who stepped in to assist. Together, they helped rescue the toddler from the clutches of the would-be kidnapper. Blue slime on the road. In a shocking attempted kidnapping in Florida, Alyssa, who was 11 years old at the time, faced something horrifying. She was sitting on a patch of grass drawing when Jared Paul Stangier, a 30-year-old man, assaulted her. He attempted to drag her into his SUV. The girl, however, fought back fiercely, striking him with great force. She even splashed the blue slime she was playing with onto his arms. The criminal panicked and left in a hurry. There is more to the story. It turns out that the slimy substance she threw at the criminal proved to be a crucial clue for the authorities in capturing him. Fighting off. This girl was in a supermarket when a kidnapper came up and grabbed her. He was trying to carry her away, but he had picked the wrong child to mess with. The little girl kicked and fought the man until he had no choice but to let her go. He just dropped the girl and ran away in panic, scared of getting caught. Bravery saved this girl's life. Teen got away. This young girl was near her home when some men came up to her. They suddenly assaulted her and tried to drag her away. But the girl was not going to let that happen. She fought hard against them, eventually freeing herself for a bit, long enough to bang on her home's door and alert her family. Soon, her family came out, and upon realizing what was up, confronted the assaulter. The brother of the girl did not take kindly to the attack, ready to beat up the criminals. Mama Bear. A mother's love for her children can make her do anything. When robbers got into the car of this mother, they had no idea who they were messing with. The mum had left her kids in the car, and she was not about to let these criminals leave with them. So she walked up to the door, literally picked up one of the culprits, and threw him away like a sack of potato. She went after the other guy too, and made him leave the car alone. Both criminals escaped in a hurry, too scared of the mama bear. The gas station savior. At a busy gas station, a terrifying incident occurred when a disturbed man tried to snatch a pregnant woman's children. He grabbed the kids, but the woman swiftly rushed into a nearby bathroom and hid with her children. Outside, the suspect fought off bystanders and attempted to break into the bathroom where the woman was hiding. Despite calling the police, help seemed far away. That's when a courageous teen bystander decided to take action into his own hands. Kanan Bauer, a 16-year-old wrestling champion, heard the woman's cries from across the street and immediately rushed to help. Arriving at the scene, he knew he had to protect the victims. Kanan entered the store and swiftly wrestled the man to the ground. The suspect underestimated Kanan, who expertly pinned him down until police arrived and handcuffed him. Pick the wrong kid. A terrifying kidnapping attempt happened in the normally safe streets of Queens. A mother and her kids were walking when suddenly a man ran toward one of her kids and dragged him toward his car. The mother and the kids' siblings rushed after the suspect, but the car was locked. Luckily, the kidnappers picked the wrong kid to try to take, as the child managed to hang out of the car's window. The mother quickly pulled him out and saved him from being kidnapped. Kidnapping thwarted. Derek McPherson approached Ken Addie Nash, who was only 6 years old, while she was taking out the trash. He tried to drag her away, but he had picked the wrong victim. The girl screamed and managed to break free. Her father, upon learning what had happened, immediately began searching for the person responsible for trying to kidnap her. He found McPherson hiding in a car body shop down the street. Following his arrest, authorities charged McPherson with kidnapping and other charges. Fighting the criminal. A surveillance camera captured footage of a man following a 13-year-old girl in San Jose as she walked home. The video is chilling, showing the man relentlessly trailing the teen right to her door. The girl noticed him and carefully kept her distance. She quickly unlocked her house and tried to slip inside, but the man pushed his way in. He tried to corner her against the wall, and a fierce struggle ensued. The man underestimated the girl, thinking she was an easy target. She fought back, scratching his face with her nails. Startled, the man let her go, and she moved away from him. Realizing that the commotion might attract attention, the man eventually released her and left the house. Aided the rescue. A kid was in the water on the beach when a strange man came by talking to him and saying he was his mom's boyfriend. The kid understood something strange was up, so he immediately decided to get help. And that brave move probably saved his life. Rodriguez discreetly dialed the police. Meanwhile, he started following the suspicious man, providing continuous updates to dispatch until the police arrived, despite the man's attempts to convince him to stop following. Other staff members waited nearby for the mother to arrive to pick up the frightened child. The bravery of this kid in seeking help at the right time prevented what could have been a major disaster. Don't take the bait. After leaving his basketball coach's home and heading back to his house, this boy found himself trailed by two men in a car. They lured him with promises of candy in exchange for a ride, but the boy sensed danger. Realizing the gravity of the situation, the brave youngster rushed to his front door, only to find it locked. Undeterred, he shouted at the strangers and grabbed rocks to defend himself. His quick thinking caused the car to retreat, captured vividly on camera as it followed aggressively. Thankfully, the boy reached a neighbor's house unharmed. Courage saves the girl. On her way to school, an 11-year-old girl came dangerously close to being kidnapped. The incident occurred when a kidnapper in a white car pulled up next to her and attempted to get her into the vehicle. During the struggle, she was attacked by a man armed with a knife who tried to take her hostage. The girl showed quick thinking and started running away fast to save herself. Quick thinking saved the day. The hero of the day. This Reddit video shows a 12-year-old boy bravely stopping a jewelry store robbery. The video starts with a man rushing into the store with a gun, trying to rob it. Without hesitating, the quick-thinking boy acts. He fearlessly confronts the robber, tackling him and pushing him out of the store, despite the door closing behind them. The local heroes. 4 teenage boys from Fort Smith, Arkansas, were hailed as local heroes after catching 2 porch pirates in the act. Noah, Kylan, Jordan, and Alex who were friends and vigilant neighbors, took action after hearing about the thefts from Noah's mother. When they spotted the suspects, some of the boys chased them down the street and eventually caught up with them at an apartment complex. They were able to confront the porch pirates, who admitted feeling guilty about their actions. The teens took the thieves to the homes they had robbed, ensuring that stolen items were returned and offering apologies and compensation to the homeowners. The Courageous Sisters. A 14-year-old girl and her 12-year-old sister had a terrifying experience when a man with a shotgun showed up on their security camera. The man started pounding on their front door with his fists. Leah Kissinger, the brave teen, picked up her sister and ran to a nearby corner to shield her. Deputies from Ocala, Florida, arrived quickly and ordered the man to drop the gun. It later became clear that the man was suffering from dementia and had lost touch with reality. His family chose not to pursue charges and started a GoFundMe campaign, stating he needed help. Swift justice. On October 10th, in Hillsborough County, Florida, a distressed father urgently called for help after his truck, with his 2 children aged 4 and 8 inside, was stolen. Shortly after, Deputy Alvarez located the stolen vehicle and pulled it over. Approaching the suspect, Kevin Smith, aged 37, Deputy Alvarez ordered him to exit the vehicle. When the cop asked the kid if this was their father, they quickly responded, no. Smith was swiftly arrested and charged with 2 counts of felony kidnapping and grand theft of a motor vehicle. Thanks to a quick response, the children were unharmed and reunited with their father. Don't let go. In California, a man was caught on CCTV attempting to kidnap a 4-year-old girl from a cell phone store. The little girl was playing with a candy machine when the man suddenly tried to snatch her. The mother and another customer reacted quickly, causing the girl to break free. Later, the mother revealed that she had noticed the man watching them in the parking lot before the incident. Witnesses saw the man flee and get stuck in traffic, then briefly sit in the middle of the street before running again. Nearby people tackled the suspect, Harry Random, and held him until police arrived. Attacked in the pizza parlor. A recent viral video captured a chilling incident where a suspect attempted to abduct a child from a pizza parlor. The footage begins with 2 women and a child peacefully seated inside the restaurant. Suddenly, chaos erupts as the suspect storms in and forcefully grabs the child. The 24-year-old suspect was swiftly taken into police custody. Neighbors saving the kid. Imagine letting your kid out to play, only for it to turn into a nightmare. In Louisville, the police faced a shocking case of a 6-year-old girl kidnapped right outside her house. This kidnapper picked the wrong kid because his plan failed quite quickly. Luckily, a neighbor saw the kidnapping, got a partial license plate number, and quickly called 911 in a panic. The neighbor reported that the girl was riding her bike when the suspect suddenly grabbed her, threw her into his car, and sped off. Thanks to this info, the police quickly tracked down the suspect and rescued the girl. The police arrested the suspect, and the girl was safely reunited with her family. Kudos to the vigilant neighbor. Escaping at the right time. In Glendale, Arizona, a 15-year-old girl faced danger with incredible courage. When she noticed a suspicious vehicle following her, she showed remarkable intelligence and bravery, captured vividly on surveillance footage. As a man emerged and started pursuing her on foot, she swiftly darted into a nearby neighborhood to escape, preventing a potentially dangerous situation from escalating. Convenience store kidnapping. In this video, a man is casually browsing through the racks at a Dollar General store in Florida. Initially, he seems to be shopping, but his intentions soon turn sinister. The man silently approaches a mother and her daughter, who are shopping nearby, and suddenly he grabs the poor girl by her hair in full view of the CCTV. The mother immediately starts chasing after him, desperately trying to free her daughter. The child also struggles to break free from the man's grasp. Their relentless efforts prevent the man from taking the young girl with him, and he eventually leaves her on the floor. The shocking incident left everyone in the store horrified, but thankfully the young girl was not seriously harmed, all thanks to her brave mum. A Pitbull on the prowl. Little Mason Lindemann was playing with his friends when a neighbor's Pitbull got loose and attacked him, biting down on his head. Things could have turned out much worse if a brave teenager hadn't heard Mason's cries and rushed to help. The teen bravely intervened, diverting the dog's attention away from Mason and towards himself, giving Mason a chance to escape and saving his life. Now that is bravery on another level. Run. Two women were walking with their kid when another woman came up claiming it was her baby and tried to pull off a kidnapping. But the guardian angels of the little kid were not going to let that happen. The two people can be seen chasing after the kidnapper in hopes of catching him and teaching him a good lesson. Props to this guy too for coming up and ensuring the baby is safe while the kidnapper is being chased. And then when the kidnapper comes back, the man stands up to her, clocking her path with his own body. What a hero. Kidnapping in McDonald's. In a shocking incident, a woman was arrested for trying to kidnap a 4-year-old toddler right in front of his parents at a McDonald's. Security cameras captured the woman boldly carrying the child and hurriedly leaving the restaurant. She was swiftly caught, and the innocent boy was safely reunited with his family. Protected himself like a pro. Sammy, a 10-year-old boy, noticed he was being followed by a strange woman who kept asking questions about his family and his interests. Realizing something was off, he knew he had to act fast. Luckily, he was near his neighborhood and spotted a familiar store. He quickly dashed inside with the woman hot on his heels, promising to buy him anything he wanted. Thinking on his feet, Sammy ran to the cashier and asked her to pretend to be his mom. The cashier skillfully managed the situation, locking the store and keeping Sammy safe from potential harm. With quick thinking, the kid managed to avoid a dangerous situation. Cop saved the girl. In Oklahoma, a mother and her 2 young daughters were shopping at Walmart when 37-year-old Sammy Wallace suddenly grabbed the 2-year-old girl from their shopping cart, holding her at knife point. Panic erupted as the mother courageously confronted Wallace, and another shopper intervened, using a shopping cart to block his escape. Police quickly arrived and initiated a 34-minute rescue operation. Despite attempts to negotiate, Wallace's behavior became increasingly erratic. In a heart-stopping moment, he threatened the child with a knife. That's when Captain David Huff sprang into action. Captain Huff's swift response distracted Wallace, allowing him to make a life-saving move that ended the threat and saved the toddler's life. Nanny savior. A nanny and a kid she was babysitting were in her home when she heard strange noises. Turns out a robber had invaded the house. Before things could take a turn for the worse, the nanny did something really brave. She ran in, took the toddler, and ran out of the house calling for help. Meanwhile, the robber got scared too and ran away. Kids saved the cop. In Florida, a teenager arrested for criminal mischief and burglary has become a hero for saving the life of the officer, booking him. Surveillance footage captures the moment Officer Franklin Folks, engrossed in paperwork on Jamal Rutledge, suddenly collapses, clutching his chest. Without a moment's hesitation, Rutledge, with his hands cuffed behind him, springs to his feet and kicks the security door with all his might to alert other officers. The Fort Lauderdale police have praised Rutledge's quick thinking acknowledging it played a crucial role in saving Officer Folk's life. That about does it for this video. Which one of these criminals do you think messed with the bravest kid? Let us know in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, why not drop a like? And while you're at it, be sure to subscribe for more fun content like this coming your way. Stay tuned for the next video. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.